Hey guys, good morning. We're going to start by going over the solutions from last night's homework. So if we start on the first one, we've got 5 is equal to z over negative 4 minus 3. And so we're going to try and isolate the variable. So we need to get z by itself. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go add 3. And we talked about this the other day, that this is order of operations backwards. We want to try and get rid of this addition or subtraction first. So that gives us 8 is equal to z over negative 4. Now, instead of dividing by negative 4, we're going to multiply by negative 4. And we're going to do that on both sides. So we get z is equal to negative 32. So that's the first one. Second one, we've got d minus 8 over negative 2 is equal to 12. And there's no addition or subtraction outside of this. So we're going to have to multiply by negative 2 on both sides. That gives us d minus 8 is equal to negative 24. And then to get rid of this negative 8, we're going to add 8. D is equal to negative 16. So there's your first two. Let's take a look at some more. Alright, number 11. I've got 8y plus 3y equals 44. So we're going to combine like terms on the left-hand side. 8 plus 3 is 11y is equal to 44. And then we're going to divide by 11 on both sides. Y equals 4. So that's how you would do number 11. Number 12, I've got 36 is equal to 13n minus 4n. Another one where we can combine like terms. So 13 minus 4n is 9n. So 36 is equal to 9n. And then I'm going to do the opposite, or the inverse of multiplying by 9. I'm going to divide by 9. That gives me n is equal to 4. For number 17, let me erase some stuff here, make some room. For 17, I've got 4 parentheses z plus 5 equals 32. And I'm going to distribute, so that's going to be 4z plus 20 is equal to 32. Order of operations backwards, I'm looking for addition or subtraction. So here I've got this plus 20 right here. I've got this plus 20. So we're going to do the inverse of adding 20. We're going to subtract 20 from both sides. That's going to give me 4z is equal to 12. Then I'm going to divide by 4. Z is equal to 3. And that's how you would do 17. On number 18, I've got negative 2 parentheses 4g minus 3 is equal to 30. I'm going to take negative 2 and I'm going to distribute it. So negative 2 times 4g is negative 8g. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6 is equal to 30. I'm going to get rid of that plus 6. I'm going to minus 6 from both sides. That gives me negative 8g is equal to 24. And now, instead of multiplying by negative 8, I'm going to divide by negative 8 on both sides. That's going to give me g is equal to negative 3. Alright, let's take a look at 36. 36 says the area of the surface of the swimming pool is 210 square feet. What is the length d of the deep end in feet? So we are trying to find what this d is. We want to find what that is. So there's a couple ways we could do it. We know that the whole thing has to equal 210 square feet. So we're going to have 9 plus d, and we're going to have to multiply that by 10, and that's going to give us 210, right? Because to find the area, we do length times width. So I got 10 times d plus 9, or 9 plus d. And so I'm going to do the distributive property. So 10 times 9 is 90, plus 10 times d, which is 10d, is equal to 210. Identify an equation that can be used to answer the question. So, which one do we have here? 9d times 10 equals 210. No, it's not that one. So it's not that one. It's not 210 minus 10 equals 9d. It's not 210 is equal to 10 plus 9. It's not that one. It is 10d plus 10 times 9, which would give us the 90, is equal to 210. So it's got to be that one. And then they want us to find it, so I'm going to go back to what I have written out. 90 plus 10d is equal to 210. I'm going to minus 90 from both sides. So that's going to give me 10d is equal to, I believe that's 120. And then you would divide by 10 on both sides. 10d is going to be equal to 12. Then, no, it's just d is equal to 12. 12, excuse me. So what is the length of d? It's just 10. All right, let's go to the next slide. Write and solve an equation to answer the question. The perimeter of the tennis court is 228 feet. What are the dimensions of the court? Well, we know perimeter means distance around. So if this side, the left side, is w, the right side is w, and if the bottom is 2w plus 6, the top is 2w plus 6. So I'm going to add all this up. 2w plus 6, doing the top, then the bottom, 2w plus 6, then the left side plus w, and the right side plus w. Let's add all the w's. So I got 2, 4, and 2 more is 6w. Put all those together. And then 6 plus 6 is 12. And then that's going to equal our perimeter, which is 228. So I'm going to start out by minusing 12 from both sides. That's going to give me 6w is equal to 216. And then we're going to divide that by 6 to get w. So this will be w is equal to, and I believe this to be 36. So w is equal to 36, but let's see, what do they want here? They want the width. So we know that the width is 36, and I guess they wanted, I don't know what they wanted, the perimeter, the correct answer, so we have it all written out. Label the dimensions. Okay, so the dimensions, if you labeled them, the width is 36. So the width is 36. The length is going to be 2 times the width, 2 times 36 plus 6. 2 times 36 is 72, plus 6 is 78. So down here it was 78. And the correct label is feet. Alright, that's how you do your homework. Let's go on to the lesson.